Welcome to Duel 86. I was testing for my next deck request, which is a competitive Yusei deck with Majestic Star Dragon in it. And I wasn't really sure how to build it. I found some old deck recipes of people using it, but that was like way back in March 2012 or even earlier formats, with like Goyo Guardian still at 1, Future Fusion still being there, and I just thought, okay, that could work, but a good amount of those decks like only had maybe 10 cards that Yusei ever used, and I didn't want a good amount of cards that Yusei actually used. So then I thought about my Synchron deck, which I haven't used before in a duel, and I just thought, let's tweak that just slightly. I changed, I believe, 3 cards, and then included Majestic Dragon and Majestic Star Dragon, just 1 copy of each, and then just see how it does. The Synchron deck still works the way it normally does, being Synchrons and Synchro Summoning like crazy, but I'm gonna see how I can summon Majestic Star Dragon in here. But since it's not really built for Majestic Star Dragon, but the difficult thing is I can make a good build for Majestic Star Dragon, but then it won't have that many Yusei cards, I feel. So I'm trying to like combine that. Like, all you really need is Stardust Dragon, a level 1, and Majestic Star Dragon. Stardust Dragon can be made in various ways, like with Junk Synchron and Cobalt Hedgehog and a lot of things. I've called the Haunted Monster Reborn. Then Majestic Dragon, which is a level 1 tuner, can be summoned with 1/1, so that's staying in my deck. And then something like Level Eater or Doppel Token, and that's definitely possible in this deck. I just don't draw into Majestic Dragon in this duel. But anyway, when I was like trying to test this deck out with the slight tweaks for the Majestic deck, I came across Darkness djsixteen, my current opponent, hosting an advanced unrated, who asked for a 5Ds duel, and I'm like, I'm using Synchros, I'm using Majestic Star and stuff, let us have a 5Ds duel. And he was using Meklords. I think he was testing it himself as well. I think he told me, although I cannot remember exactly, so don't quote me on that. Although, why would you? Not many people will actually recognize this person. If you know who this person is, if you've dueled him before or something, tell me. That'll be interesting to note. But yeah, we had 6 duels in total. I believe he won 3 of them and I won 3 of them. I would have won 4 and him 2, but why that didn't happen, you'll see in a moment. I did also get disconnected once. That counts as a win for him. But yeah, we dueled 6 times, and I did not record the first 3. Then I did record the 4th, but that was like OTK on my second turn. That wasn't so much fun. Well, it was fun for me, but I didn't really want to put that on YouTube, so I deleted that footage. Recorded Duel 5, which is this one, and also recorded Duel 6. I actually have Duel 87 for you already recorded as well, before even having narrated Duel 86. It's 2 times Synchrons. In neither will I be able to summon Majestic Star Dragon. And if I would have been able to summon Majestic Star Dragon, then I would have immediately done the deck profile after it and call it the deck request video. Because I do actually want to summon Majestic Star Dragon when doing the deck profile, the deck request of a Yusei deck with Majestic Star Dragon. I do actually want to summon it. Like, I remember my number 22 Franken deck request, I used Dark Worlds and I didn't actually summon Franken. So I had to do that like in another duel video. But yeah, I have 2 duels with Synchrons for you, so I hope you like Synchrons and Synchros and stuff. Later on, when I find a good build for Majestic Star Dragon, might still be this one with some tweaks, because this is literally just my Synchron deck, taken out 2 cards and added in 3 new ones, I believe. And then I just saved it under a different name. I believe I called it Majestic Yusei. Seemed to work for me. But yeah, let's just keep on going. I'm already well over halfway into the duel. So here he has Meklord Astro Mechanical. By sending 3 other Meklord monsters from his hand to the grave, you can special summon it. Like, he might have 1 other, but he still has 2. He still needs 2 others. And I really want a Majestic Star Dragon. I just wanted to get it out. I have 1-for-1. That can summon a level 1 monster. That can either be Level Eater or that can be Majestic Dragon. That can be both. But for 1-for-1 needs you to discard a monster. Doesn't matter what monster as long as you can discard a monster. So I need any monster. It doesn't really matter which monster in my deck. Quick Draw Synchron in this case. And then either Majestic Dragon or a level 1 non-tuner, because I do have Unknown Synchron and Effect Failure in this deck, so those would not work. Here I would have been able to go for game, but I was like, I'm having fun. I really want to summon Majestic Star Dragon, so let's just give him a turn and hope he doesn't have 3 Meklords and draw into a 4th, because that would allow him to discard 3 and get Mechanical out. So I just passed the turn to him, because I just want to summon Majestic Star Dragon, and I'm okay with taking the risk. Unfortunately, mechanical, skill, mechanical, mechanical. Yeah. And then he copies me. Effect Failure would have been nice, I would have just been able to stop him. Yeah. Too bad. That's where he equips Stardust Dragon to mechanical and attacks me directly. Nah. So after this we kept on talking for a little more, and we checked how long it would take for me to get a monster so I could summon a Majestic Star Dragon. I said Majestic Dragon or any other level 1. I get Effect Failure, and of course it's a level 1 tuner, which was not okay. I need a Doppel token or Level Eater, or let's see, I have 1 copy of Tuning Rare in this deck, I believe. Because I had to take out Sangan to make it work with the March 2013 ban list. I have to seriously edit a lot of decks, because a lot of decks just use like Sangan for the tour guide engine mostly, and Double Solemn Warning is also in quite a lot of decks, and 1 day of peace 3 times in like 4 or 5 of them. So I have to edit over half of my decks, which is taking a long time. I've edited a good amount, trying out some new stuff with, let's see, seeing like Dark Mimic level 3. I've 2 of my decks that use the tour guide engine, I've thrown Dark Mimic level 3 in there. So just testing stuff out, and one of them has some kind of card that when it attacks directly, it deals damage to your opponent's life point, 100 points of damage to your opponent's life points for every card in their extra deck. But if it's summoned by tour guide, you're gonna usually Xyz into it anyway, but just as a separate card. It could do some fun damage, and just testing some stuff out with that, trying to have some fun. But yeah, unfortunately I wasn't able to get the I wasn't able to get the Majestic Star Dragon out. That will be for later for the deck request. This was Duel 86. I hope you enjoyed it. Later today, Duel 87, also against Darkness djsixteen. Once again, Synchron versus Meklords. Who will win that one? See you later.